Hi everybody, it's Cindy the Scrapologist. Welcome back to my channel. Long time no see. I haven't been here in a while, a week or so. Believe it or not, I am still sick. I cannot get rid of this bug that I caught from the Munchkins doing the Wizard of Oz. Excuse me. Sorry, I was afraid I was going to have coughing fits. But people are really asking for me to do another video and keep going on this book because you're following along, and I totally get it. So I want to do it just a little bit today, see how much I can get through. I apologize for the delay. I don't know why I can't get rid of this thing. Well, I do. I'm completely run down. I've done back-to-back shows since last September, so that's what 7 or 8 months that I have not had a break between that and my Etsy shop. So it's my own fault. It's self-inflicted. But anxious to be back in the studio today, and I have a couple of ideas. Um, and I've done just a little bit off camera that I'll show you. I stuck a little pocket that I did. I did a video on this, which I'm going to post soon. This was inspired by something Amity Bloom did. I really liked it, and I stuck one in my little pocket. I think I showed this. I did a little ink blot on a vintage book page. All the rest of this we did together in another video. That you should all be caught up on, I guess. I think I did this off camera. I did decide to affix some magnets to this just to keep it closed nicely. So you'll need one magnet here and another magnet here. Those two, oh sorry, and then another magnet here. So these two, this one and this one, stick together. So make sure you have your positive and your negative oriented right, and then this one is going to stick to here, and it closes it very nicely. I decided to do this one with just a decorative paper clip, so I just stuck some sari silk on a regular old paper clip and took some vintage book paper, lined book paper that I have, and I'm just paper clipping it right here. I didn't want to do magnets on both sides. Of course, we already have our pockets in here. I haven't fixed this yet. My little blobby mess. I need to go through and make three better looking ink seals and decorate this. So I still have that to do. Okay, so I'll just set, well, yeah, I'll stick this back on here. All right. The other thing that I decided I was going to do is, wouldn't it be so nice to have on the inside of here, since this is going to be a travel writer's kit, letter writing kit, we need our names and addresses to come with us. So I'm going to redo this. I was just experimenting, but I went and used my husband's, one of his vintage typewriters. He has a whole bunch of them because he repairs them, and more often than not he just keeps them instead of sells them after he repairs them. So we have a lot of typewriters with different fonts, which is really fun for me. But I just went in like an antique, like an old address book would have name, street, city, state, and zip, and just typed it on down. I made some mistakes, and so I'm going to redo this, but I'm thinking that we will put that in here somehow and have a little address book on the inside of here. So I'm going to work on this a little bit more and perfect it before I kind of teach that part. I also used his typewriter and I typed addresses on some vintage sewing pattern paper, and I'm thinking that what I'm going to do is tear it out and have that be the label for this here. That's just my initial thought process. Again, I'm showing you how I create, and I'm kind of making this up as I go along, and so this is to be determined. I'll work on that a little bit more, make a final determination, and then go ahead and teach it to you. The next thing to do is I did want to do these little strips that are going to hold this down. And in another video I showed you that I had put a magnet. There's a magnet right here under the paper, and there's a magnet right there under the paper. And so these are going to be attached with magnets here. I found some chocolate brown craft text that I forgot I had. I was going to use the regular craft color, and I do still like that, but I think I'm going to go with the chocolate. And I found this because my husband lost his wallet. Oh, not a good thing. Not a good thing. He had so much in there that can't be replaced. And he wanted me to make him a wallet. He said, "You make things for everybody else, and I never get anything." And so I want a wallet. So I made a wallet out of Craftex. This is the first try. You can tell it's not good. Not good at all. This was the first try. Um, and the credit cards didn't even fit in here or anything. So, but we ended up making one that was really nice. And then because he loves vintage typewriters so much, he took my vintage typewriter stamp and he stamped this on the front of the wallet, and he's all excited about it. I thought it was very sweet. I'll have to show it to you. I'll dig it out of his pants pocket and show it to you one of these days. But anyway, that's how I remembered that I've got this this chocolate brown. So I'm going to use this. I'm going to recut this one because I just realized this has a big crease in it, and I don't want that. So these measure 3/4 of an inch by 5, I think. No, by 5.5. So let me just cut another one. So I hope you guys are all doing great and you haven't caught this plague that's going around. Everybody around me has it. Now my husband is starting to cough, which isn't surprising because I've had this for 2 weeks, 2+ weeks now. So I'm surprised it took him this long to get it. But I'm sure he'll be next. 3.5 by 5, and then I'm just taking my corner rounder. I'm using the 1/4 of an inch side because it's too small to use the 1/2 inch, I think. Okay, and then on the square side, we're going to score it at 1/2 inch on both. Or just fold it. If you don't have a scoreboard, that's fine. Fold it over, kind of burnish it so you get a nice good crease there. And you can just use regular scrapbook paper for this. But what I would suggest, if you do that, is glue 2 pieces together so it's nice and strong, and then you can use regular scrapbook paper. If you don't, this one has a crease in it too. Did I pick up the wrong one? Okay, that's the one with the crease. Is this the? Okay, where did that go? Oh man. Well, this one has a crease in it too. That's okay. It's barely noticeable. There we go. Okay. All right. That confused me. For Craftex, you do have to use wet adhesive. You can't use tape. Dry adhesive doesn't work on Craftex. So let's just pop some glue on there. A nice good amount. And find our magnet. It's going to go about there. And let's just hold that down for a second. We'll put the magnet on last. Glue on the second one. Find our magnet right there. Kind of line it up so these two match up top. while that's drying, let's get a couple of magnets. I'm starting to run low on magnets. What I like to do is just put a little bit of glue on the magnet and kind of, oops, this is a little off center. There we go. Kind of push it down so now I know where. I have a little daub of glue so I can see where the magnet needs to go. And it's okay that it's not perfectly centered because more than likely I'm going to decorate this. A little more glue. Whoops, I'm off camera. Sorry. Okay, we'll do the same with this. Now that's coming off. There. I'm kind of, normally I would let each piece dry. A little dab of glue just to mark where this goes. Okay. All right, let's let that dry. And then my next thought for this project is I wanted to have, I have these cool coffee stained envelopes that I did. And I wanted to put them, I think, here and here. And then they'll be able to open up like this. So I cut this down. I cut this one a little too short, but that's okay. But cut your flap down to about 3/4 inches. This one's a 1/2 inch, but that's okay because I'm going to put it here. And then I'm going to put a piece of decorative paper on the spine here, on both spines. And then we're still going to do our little loop for our pen holder, but that, well, I don't know if we're going to be able to do the pen holder. If we do this, then the pen holder is going to kind of be in the way, I think. Let's see. Yeah, it's not going to close nicely if we do that. We could put our pen holder right here and put a pen there. Could do that. We're going to rethink the pen holder because I do want to do this. I do want to have one more element that's flapping over like this. Okay, so take the flap of your envelope and cut it down to 3/4 of an inch. I think I have to cut 1 inch off of mine. Let's see. To make it fit. Yeah. Okay, and save this because you can use this, totally use this for a junk journal. And I personally, excuse me, pardon me, I'm going to use my double-sided tape for my envelope flaps. Oh, actually I can't because it's going on Craft Tex. I have to use glue. Blah, I hate glue. But that's okay. Don't need a lot because we're going to be putting another piece of paper on top of this and that'll hold it on. So let's put this on and put it kind of close to your crease here, but leave at least 1/8 of an inch of space so that it doesn't get ruined when you're opening and closing your book. So let's put that down there. Okay. Sorry. Okay. Let's do the other one. And let's see how that lines up with this one. You want to kind of have them be in line. Okay. And we'll probably might do some kind of closure here. I don't know, but we are going to decorate these as well. Don't you love the way these envelopes turned out? If you haven't watched my video on how I coffee stain my paper, you should do that if you like this look. I do. I like it. I like all the texture and patterns and different colors of coffee on it. Okay, and then let's get some scrapbook paper and put something down the seams here. Let's see, I'm looking through my scraps. I have a little pile here. Do I want more of this? I kind of like the way that looks with this. I'm going to go get some more of this. I'll be right back. I forgot to bring my tea upstairs with me. I need some tea, some beverages. And of course I'm using the haberdashery that I've been using all along. See if I have any more of that left. Yeah. It's another piece of it, or nah, we'll go with this. It'll give it some continuity. It'll look nice. The rule of thirds, I'm sure you've heard about that. So we'll have 3 strips of this and it'll make it all blend in together. So I can use this one and I need one more. And we'll cut that at 1 inch by 8 1/4. Let me put that over there and let it dry a little bit. So I'm very excited that so many of you are making this book along with me. Thank you. That's very flattering, and I would love to see what you come up with, because we're all using different papers and making different choices. This is just kind of a template, and so I would love to have you go over to Papercraft Fan Club and on Facebook and post your project. I love to see what you guys all do. Whoops, I think I just cut it at 8 1/2. Let me see, I think I said 8 1/4. Nope. What did I do? Let's see. Yeah, 8.5 works. 1 inch by 8.5. Sorry. I find that people do my projects and they always turn out better than mine because you always, it's kind of like, when you buy a house, you improve it a little bit and then you sell it and the next person comes in and does a little more. It's kind of like that with these. Everybody just comes up with really good ideas and improves upon whatever I've done, and I love that. Oh, you know what? I glued this in the wrong spot. I didn't glue it close enough to the edge. Pull that off easily. Do this again. It's got to go up about there. Okay. A little too close to the edge. All right, good. Now I can put my little strip on. That will go right there. Just cut a little teeny weeny piece off the edge. It's not quite 8.5. These things are never precise. Okay, and that's going to go there. Let's ink the edges. So Wizard of Oz opens tomorrow night, Friday, April 5th, and runs for 2 weeks. And then this girl is going to rest. I'm going to have a spa day. I get a massage, maybe a facial, spend some time with my dear husband who has been, he's been so good. He's just been doing everything because I've been out of town and I've been doing rehearsals, and last night I didn't get home till 11:30. It's tech week, so you stay until everything's done. And he deserves some TLC too. My doggy has missed me, even my cat. My cat meows every time I come near, like, give me some attention. I have a good family. My parents live next door. I'd love to spend some time with them. I'm just going to get back to life. And I've decided that I'm going to semi-retire and just do maybe 2 shows a year. I'm 55. I've had a good run. I've done everything up to and including Broadway. And I've had a lot of fun. And but my hands are shot and I just physically can't do this anymore. Sometimes you just have to come to that realization, right? And it will give me more time in my studio to focus on this. So, glue. Uh-oh. I lost my magnet. It came off in the shuffle. It's stuck to something on my desk, I'm sure. I'll never find it on camera. Where did it go? It's nowhere to be found. Ah! I'm sure it's glued to something. That's funny. Is it on here? No. Ah! Well, there's this. I love it. It'll be awfully fun to decorate these. Let me get another magnet, because I know I'm never going to find the other one. Okay. This one's probably dry enough that we can give it a try. Yay! So it's going to stick on like that. And we've got all of our thingies in here that are going to fit in. And then this will come down over it. It's going to need, oh, the glue wasn't dry enough. I was getting too overzealous. In our little pocket. Okay. There we go. So that's all I have energy for today, but I wanted to give you a little something to work on until I'm feeling quite better and a little more energetic and have a voice where I'm not going to have a coughing fit every 2 seconds. So this is kind of what I've been working on, and I hope that gives you a jump start, a little something to work on until the next time. Okay, I'll see you soon, I hope. Bye.